gonna go find a place to work today. Just change the pace. I think that's what helps me stay creative. Sorry, dude. You know, will this one go to Pasadena? One of them. Okay. AI is blowing up. It seems almost every single week we're having DALL-E, we're having Sora, we're having Midjourney updates, and even new programs. So who's going to win this AI war and who is in their final days? I'm going to make a video because I think that there are certain categories of photography and videography that are in trouble. And as I'm going to Pasadena, I finally got on the right train. I'm going to talk about A, who is in trouble, and B, how you can pivot. Because you could extend your career much longer, or you could entirely escape the AI trap. Now, of course, none of us really know what the future holds, so we're going to keep adjusting this. It's a chess game, but let's keep going. So I had to get off the train because it was just loud and it wasn't the right place, and I don't want to get a lot of people in my shots. But portrait photographers, it's really, really important that right now you step it up and you give more conceptual things to your portraits. Again, remember, today I am working on the cover of a magazine for a client, and then I'm helping another client develop a magazine. And for me to be able to do that, or one way that I do that is I hop on a train, or I get in my car, or walk somewhere, and I go to different places. Now, if I had a photographer following me, showing a day in the life, for me to be able to pitch myself to other clients, I'm gonna beat AI as a photographer. So give of yourself, make sure that your clients feel important, make sure that you are showing something more than what AI is offering right now. Remember, you have a soul, you work as a soul, AI does not have a soul. Let's go to the next one. So I'm getting back on the train and I'm gonna actually go into Pasadena proper, but I think that the next type of photographer that is in trouble would be the stock photographer. And unless you really, really specialize in something, you're known as the guy that, or the girl that does a particular type of stock photography, then I think you're gonna be okay. But as for me, I would say, unlike portrait photographers, which is what I just said, I would say the stock photographers, it's gonna be really rough. A lot of you are gonna suffer, and those that survive it, definitely the ones that survive it are the ones that are going to niche down. If you don't, I would say it's just going to be rough days ahead. So let's get on the train next, and then I'll talk to you about the next type of creative that I think is in trouble because of AI, Sora, DALL-E, Midjourney, etc. Alright, so I'm officially off the train. I'm just walking to the cafe, and the next photographer that I think is in deep trouble would be the product photographer. The standard beautifully shot product photography, I can get that on Canva, I can get that on Envato Elements, I can get that pretty much anywhere. I can definitely get that on Midjourney. So if you're not going to give it a unique angle, if you're not going to get into storytelling, just the human emotions of everything, yes, you can still with product photography. You can put it into people's lives. You can incorporate an actor or an actress with it. It could look really, really beautiful on a kitchen counter, and then maybe in their car, maybe in her purse, maybe at the park with the kids, etc. Tell a story, because if you don't, I don't want to say soon, but currently, Midjourney can replace you. And I really mean that, not with a heavy heart. I'm gonna just be honest about it. The best way for you to do this is to make sure that you get known as the storyteller. Stories are emotion, emotion is humanity. Your work contains humanity, which is what I always push. And before AI, even though AI is everywhere, because you and I are creatives, not everyone has seen it, not everyone has played with it, not everyone knows that they can incorporate it into their business. So why don't you still, there's a little bit of time left, get ahead of the curve, be known as the storyteller product photographer. you will stand out. Like you already will stand out because so much product photography is just the product. All right, the cafe is right there. So Copa Vida, they're pretty good. I'm gonna go there, hunker down for a few hours, and I'll give you the last one. If you are a retoucher and you're just a beauty retoucher, it's done. Whatever you're doing, take 2 weeks and really hone down on your unique style. People need to know what you do. People need to know, oh, that's the person for this. Invest in yourself. AI is coming for all of us. It's how we maneuver, but this is no different than anything in the past. I would say digital photography is coming for all the film photographers. There was a place for them and there still is a place for them. You just have to find your way in. You found your way in for your first client. You found a way to get into a club or a concert where you didn't have a ticket. Find your way to survive here. We're gonna see what the future brings. I'm gonna start giving more warning signs. I'm gonna start giving more ideas for people just to make sure that I help out my community as much as possible. If you have input on AI, you object, you wanna add to the conversation, put it in the comments. I read each one, I respond to each one. And if you appreciate this, give it a thumbs up. I got a couple videos on screen. I think that's gonna help you out a lot. All right, I gotta get to planning these 2 magazine shoots.